What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. You saw the thumbnail and the title. We got a couple of Maison Asrar fragrances that were sent my way by Fragflex. We've got Dubai, Miami, London, and Milano. Interesting looking bottles. I've seen they got the like globe style looking bottles, so haven't seen them in person. I've seen pictures of them, so I don't know. I'm sure they're clones of something. Let's see if I can figure out what they're clones of, and if nothing else, let's just see what kind of notes I can depict, and we'll cross-reference the actual notes and give them a rating and see what's good, see what's okay, see what's maybe not so good. But if you're interested in any of them, they are linked down below. Of course, just because they were sent to me means absolutely nothing, jack all shit, because if it's bad, it's bad. Likelihood of them being bad is pretty low, but it does happen. So let's find out. Stay tuned.
Back again, yet again, once again.
Always giving you the real, one fragrance at a time. It's TLTG reviews, baby.
So I went ahead and busted the plastic off all of them. I guess we will start with Dubai, Miami. Never tried out anything Maison Asrar. I know a lot of people have asked me to try different fragrances and different lines from them. Well, here you go. My first endeavor. It's an eau de parfum. Yep. And there that bitch went. Because that hoe is messed up. Atomizer's all bent and stuff. Because the cap is the base, apparently. So, yeah, in transport, this thing got dented up and beat up. And let me go get the globe over here in the corner. So, in theory, cool idea. In practice, because let me try to bend it back to see if it'll fit. I know they don't think about these kinds of things on, hey, is this going to make sense in transport? Yeah, it's not going on there. It might not stay on there. It's not popping on. Trying to get it as close to round as I can. You know, we're going to leave this in because this kind of shit happens, right? All right, so there it's lined up perfectly. I'm sure it's going to spray because I've pumped it more than once. Yeah. I'm trying to get the bitch to lock on. It is not going to stay, so this bottle's fucked. Just want to let y'all know it's fucked, and I can't use it unless I want to do this over and over. So, and I'm not going to want to do this, so this will be the only time I ever wear it ever. It smells lovely in the air. It smells like a fruity, sweet vanilla, but I'm not going to fight this every time to try to wear it. So I'm not saying this will happen to your bottle, but this happened to mine. Great atomizer if the shit would stay, like literally. It's not clicking on. It won't click into place as much as I'm trying to get it to. I have it perfectly lined up in the center to where it could, and I'm pushing all the way down as hard as it, and it's not snapping on. So that's a wrap for this. Old TLTG will not be wearing this in the future, which is going to be sad and unfortunate if I really like it. These things happen, guys. And it smells really good, so this is very unfortunate. It's got a kind of tropical fruity, little bit of a... part of me wants to say pineapple, but I'm not completely certain. Juicy, clearly. I clearly smell some vanilla here that's really sweet in this thing. This smells really good. What's unfortunate about the atomizer situation, this smells really good. It's a cool concept to be different for a bottle. Globe on an axis, you know what I mean? It's a cool concept. I hope the other bottles aren't jacked up on the atomizer head like this. Damn, that smells really good. It leans very unisex because I do get like some sweeter florals. The way it's a sweeter fragrance. So florals, fruits, and vanilla. I would call this a fruity floral fragrance. Let's pull up these notes and see what the notes say it's supposed to be. My hand is drenched too. Big old spray from the atomizer. Fantastic atomizer. So there it is, Parfumo. It's unfortunate. Like I said, I'm not cutting that out. I'm not going to blooper it because I mean, the likelihood of that happening to every bottle is pretty low, but it happened to mine. Unfortunately, I'm going to show you guys. I'm not going to not show it. Dubai, London, Miami. Here we go. Maison Asrar. Asrar. Gulf Orchid. Okay, very fruity. Not pineapple, but yeah. Notes on screen, bergamot, lemon, pear, plum. Very fruity with caramel, lily of the valley, and rose. So there's my sweetness. We got vanilla and musk, caramel, vanilla, with florals and a bunch of fruits. Makes perfect sense. Not distinctively plum, not distinctively pear, but very fruity. Like I said, part of me wants to say pineapple, but I don't really think it's pineapple at the same time. That's why I said it that way, because it's like it doesn't like absolutely smell like it is, but it could be. I don't know what it's supposed to be similar to. I guess we got to go to old Trograntica to find that out for a smells like section. If anything worthy of making sense is even there. Dubai, Miami, fruity, sweet, vanilla, citrus, caramel, powdery, musky, fresh, spicy, yada, yada, blah, blah, blah. Same notes. What's people saying? It smells like Decadence from Marc Jacobs. Souvenir Blooming Bliss from Afnan. I haven't smelled any of these. Moschino Toy Boy. This is way sweeter than Moschino Toy Boy. Getting a lot more musky. I got some musk setting in here. It's not blowing me away. It does smell really good though. Gotta say, this one's easy. I'm gonna go 7.75. Very good, bordering great. And I'm not factoring in the way the atomizer. I'm just judging the fragrance based on how it smells, but very good, bordering great. It's not special, but it does smell really nice. It's not too rosy, but there's clear florals. Very fruity, very sweet. I get a little bit of musk starting to balance things out. It is the early stages, but it's not something I would necessarily gravitate to often, but it does smell really nice. So yeah, 7.75 for Dubai, Miami. All right, next let's go with Dubai, Milano. Based on it being Milano, I'm gonna say citrus. Let's hope this one's not messed up. Actually still intact as far as cap still being on. Based on it being Milano, I'm gonna think it's citrus. Yeah, so this one, see, it's not every bottle is gonna be like that. This one's actually, as it should be, atomizers in place. Let's see what we're working with here. I'm very eager to see what this, I wanna see if I'm gonna be right in my assumption with it being a very citrus dominant, fresh fragrance. Ooh, that's got like a, what's the word I'm looking for? Like a, warm's not good enough for what I'm saying. Almost like a, let's go with this, warm, radiant citrus. Like, it's not quite sharp, it's not zesty, it doesn't have that spicy zinginess to it, but there's like a strong woody tone up top that could be like a cedar with some citrus and amber. That's just what I'm thinking here because it's warm, it's woody, and it's this like radiant, very vibrant, bright citrus that's not sweet. Could be a fruit that's coming across slightly more citrusy, acidic because of the other things blending with it. Could be that. I don't know. This one excites me a lot more, as you can tell. Doesn't remind me of anything either. I don't know if this is supposed to be original or a clone, but in the memory Rolodex, it's not ringing a bell for, oh, this smells similar to A, B, or C. I'm not saying it doesn't clone something, whatever. If it is, it's something I haven't tried. Very woodsy. Almost like a, kind of the dryness of nutmeg without a lot of the spice. Like it could still be nutmeg. It's almost like if you were to take the iris away from Santal 33 and leave the way the sandalwood and everything comes across. I actually kind of like this way more. The woodiness kind of reminds me of that. Almost a wood shoppy like smell to it. This is pretty good. I like this one a lot more. This one's gonna get a much higher rating. Dubai, Milano. Here we go. Dubai Milano. Fruity, tropical, sweet, woody vanilla, Leather. Oh, so it's a leather accord. Okay, citrus aromatic ozonic. I'm still on Trograntica, so I might as well just keep going from here. Really? It doesn't come across crazy fruity like that. Notes are on screen. Pineapple, mango, guava, bergamot silk. That sounds crazy fruity, right? It's not overloaded, though, in the top. It's not super sweet. It's not syrupy. What kind of wood we got? So it's the leather. Leather, labdanum, cypress. I am getting a woody accord, though. Violet leaf, vanilla. Huh. We get a lot of cypress creeping in. Very, very cypress dominant now that it's settling in. Like a lot of green. Yo, this is different. I like this one a lot. What is this supposed to be similar to, if anything? Armoth Blue Y Elixir. Blue de Chance from Alhambra. Phantom Elixir. Boy, there's a whole bunch of reaches. Don't smell like no Y Elixir. This is good. This is real good. Not as crazy fruity as and super tropical as the main accords and the notes would tell you. Not to me anyways. It's there, but it's much more like this woody, leathery, cypress dominant. Almost citrusy kind of smell more. So that's why I wasn't thinking it was heavy fruity notes. This is fantastic. This one's a 9 out of 10. I'll wear this one. This one's nice. This one's real nice. I like this one a lot. It's got the right amount of freshness, but it's got this deep nature to the deep character is more the term I'm looking for to the profile because of this. And it's not an animalic leathery accord, but I feel like the way this cypress is heavy on the cypress is coming across with this leather accord. They've created whatever notes are in there making the leather accord. It has this woody tone to it. I like this a lot. Yeah, this is outstanding. Dubai Milano, 9 out of 10. So this is going to be some tough shoes to fill here with Dubai London. No clue what to guess or assume this one would be. This one's intact. So 2 out of 3 were good. Like I said, just freak accident on the first one. That sucks. Fortunately, it's the one I like the least. Guess that kind of works out, huh? Dubai London. Have a burgundy tone to this one. Yep, atomizer's good to go. We're going to go right here on the lion's face. No expectation. Breathe through my mouth. No idea. All right, let's see what we got. That's familiar. This, almost like an Epic Man kind of opening. Amouage-esque, oriental incensey feel. I'm not saying it's exactly Epic Man, but like similarity here to like that oriental, very incense wispy kind of opening here. Smoked aromatic at the same time, like a smoky incense dominant aromatic profile. Just right up top. This is, I love incense fragrances. I do. I'm a sucker for them. Pretty much just like I am with iris fragrances. I'm a sucker for incense fragrances. Soft woody undertone. I'm not getting any citrus. I'm not getting any fruits. There probably is a citrus. Probably when in doubt, bergamot's probably in there. The most used perfume oil in the world, right? Probably some bergamot, but nothing distinctive jumping out to me as far as citruses or fruits. Woody, aromatic, almost like a cooling effect with this, like I said, wispy, airy, incense smokiness. Oh, this is nice. Even a little puff of powder. This is good. This one's going to get a pretty good rating too. Very curious on these notes. Dubai London. Musky, woody, powdery, earthy, aromatic, soft, spicy, amber. Okay, it is orris. No incense. It smells like friggin' incense. Pink pepper, lavender, citrus. So a citrus accord. Hazelnut, apricot. I don't get the kind of fruitiness you get from apricot. Orris, that's my little bit of powder. Cashmere and vetiver, cedar, musk. I get like this wispy incense tone up top Musk therapy, supposedly, is what people are most relating it to. I don't know how true that is. In that initial blast, I got this wispy incense smell. It is much more of a powdered musk, but I don't get loads of woods here. Now, maybe as it dries down, I'll get the vetiver and the cedar and all the different woody notes that it lists, but up top, not really. It's a very clean, fresh, airy type of fragrance that I was getting this oriental tone up top that I still faintly get, but really that orris is setting in more, and it's adding a little touch of creaminess. As I guess that alcohol settled and dissipated, I'm getting a touch of creaminess here, and it's probably from the orris / iris, orris butter, whatever you want to call it. It's a little powdery. Like I said, clean, musky, aromatic. The lavender makes sense. I got this aromatic smell at the top as well when I was getting what I thought might be a little bit of incense. But it's settling into a much more simple fragrance. Like really that initial spray was much more interesting than what is like just kind of chilling now. It's clean. It's okay. It's nice. It does strike me as something I would wear more than the first fragrance, but not so much more that I would give this more than a 7.75 out of 10, just like I gave the first fragrance, because it started off, initial blast, like, ooh, here we go. This is my kind of jam. Then I think what happened is whatever was being created with that perfumer's alcohol went away. And what's left is just kind of, it's nice and clean. Okay, a little powdery. Like it's not a super good iris fragrance or anything like that. It's got some complexity or something super interesting about it. So like I said, I'm a sucker for iris fragrances, but nothing crazy is going on here. It's very simple. It smells very, very simple. I think it deserves a good, very good, almost great 7.75 out of 10 because it is a very good smell. But neither of them can compare to Milano. Milano, oh yeah, Milano's so good. It's the right balance of green, leather, wood, a little touch of fruit. Violet leaves coming out more. Yeah, Milano's the one. But as far as Dubai London, 7.75 out of 10. Well, there you have it. The 3 globes on axes. Unfortunately, the atomizer's all jacked up on Miami. And Miami's a sweet floral, but nothing I would really gravitate to. The most feminine leaning one. It smells nice, but nothing special. Milano, this is the winner. If you have similar taste to me, or you liked anything you heard about me talking about this one, this is the one, 9 out of 10. This is outstanding. This is the one I strongly recommend checking out. And then London, pretty nice. Start off very interesting and then turned out very simple. Good, but not like, oh, you should get this. Definitely. Depends on how much you like basic aromatic musk fragrances with a little bit of iris. It's good, but I got way better clean iris fragrances than that I would recommend to you. Now, this is interesting. And I think this is going to go well as we transition into the fall season that is right around the corner. That's not too far down the pipeline as we're getting to the tail end of summer here. So, yep, that's the one for me. 9 out of 10 for Dubai Milano. So shout outs to my folks over at Fragflex and Fragrance Buy. I appreciate you guys sending them my way so I could check them out. Finally got to check out some Maison Asrar fragrances. They're linked down below if you want to check any of these out. Strongly recommend Dubai Milano as the one of the 3 that I'll definitely be wearing. I'm probably going to wear that this week. So appreciate you guys. Make sure to like and subscribe if you leave. We'll see you on the next one.